Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Call the meeting to order and ask the clerk to please read the prepared statement and call the roll.
Please be advised that this meeting is being taped for video and audio broadcast. Assisted listening devices are available. Thank you. Mr. Burnett?
Present.
Mr. Grisello?
Here.
Mr. Saccinelli?
Here.
Ms. Smith? Here. Mr. Stern?
Here.
Ms. Melendez?
Here.
Mr. Ioannidis?
Here.
Ms. Bowman? Here. Mr. Sims?
Present.
Mr. Kaitis?
Present.
Ms. Sickelbaum? Here. Mr. Hempstead? Mr. Sirenidis?
Here.
Very good.
Mr. Igneri? Mr. Livingston?
Here.
We have 13, we have a quorum.
13 present, we have a quorum. Next item on the agenda is the acceptance of minutes, regular meeting of December 12th, 2017. Do I have a motion?
I'll move.
Mr. Livingston moves. Do we have any corrections, deletions, additions? Seeing none, all in favor?
Wait, you had a couple.
Oh, okay.
On the first page, pretty much everywhere there's a Ioannidis. It's spelled wrong. On the first page in the roll for District A, it's for Ioannidis, it's D-E-S. And then, actually, it's not all of it. Also, underneath at roll call, it says there were 14, and then in parentheses, 1 instead of the number 14.
Yes.
That one. And then, that's it for the first page. On the second page, again, just spelling on my last name. That's all that I caught.
Whereabouts on the second page? Oh, yeah. They spelled it twice differently in the same paragraph.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other corrections, deletions, additions? Seeing none, all in favor of the minutes as corrected? Opposed? Abstentions? So carried. Next item on the agenda is public participation.
Ms. Peter Johnson?
Hello, my name is Peter Johnson. I live in East Norwalk. I have a 35-foot boat that I keep in the East Channel. And you're talking about moving the rowers into the East Channel, which is less than half the size, the width of the West Channel. So, I mean, I'm backing out of my slip. I can't stop on a dime, and they're rowing along. And according to Coast Guard, they're not supposed to be in the channel to start out with. There is no room between the moorings for them to row because of the width of the rows, and just opposing it going into that area. Find another area for them to go because someone's going to get hurt, safety-wise. That's all.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. That's all that has signed up to address the council. Is there anybody else that wishes to address the council? Seeing none, I'll close the public participation session. Next item on the agenda, resignations and appointments and reappointments. We have 3 members for reappointment of the Harbor Management Commission.
John Crespo, Anthony Mobilia, and John Thomas Pinto. I would entertain a motion to accept all three, to move all three of them together. Mr. Kites moves them. Discussion?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind saying a couple words.
Please.
I think what the Harbor Management Commission does, are they there? You guys here tonight? Are they?
Tony and Mr. Crespo.
A lot of what you do falls under the radar, but something most recently that is on the radar is you took the initiative to go out and look for a grant and save the city $900,000, and that money went to replace the docks over at Betts Park. So, and not just that, many other initiatives. What you guys do not only saves the city a lot of money, and to know that you're out there looking after our harbors. I appreciate everything you guys do, and thank you. And I advocate to the rest of the council to support this appointment, or reappointment.
Further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor? Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. The mayor's remarks, just a couple. Wishing everyone in the audience in the city of Norwalk, and certainly the members of the Common Council, a healthy, happy, and prosperous 2018. Coming up on Monday, January 15th is Martin Luther King Day, a community celebration celebrating Martin Luther King's life and legacy, and it will be held at West Rock School in the morning. And in the evening, there will be a event in the concert hall, as we have every year. On Sunday, Faye, you got to help me on this. We have Justice Sunday at Canaan Institutional Church. I believe that starts at 11 o'clock in the morning. Finally, Mayor's Ball is sold out. We are not able to accommodate the 560 or 70 people that we normally have every year due to the fact that the Italian Center in Stamford has not yet been reopened after they had a fire quite some time ago. So we're having it at Giovanni's, the Water's Edge in Darien. And this year's beneficiary, two beneficiaries, Norwalk Community Health Center and Marvin Under One Roof. And just in case anybody's interested, we are still accepting donations and sponsorships. Mr. Kites.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First, I'd like to say thank you to Mr. Mayor and those council members that contributed to the families that were affected by the fire on Richards Avenue. Thank you all, and I do believe that they're still accepting donations to the Norwalk Fire Department Victims Fund, and the contact person there is Michelle DeLuca. So please, if you can, I believe they have the website. Please, if you can, donate. And also, for those in the audience, if you hear your item read on the consent calendar, that means your item has been approved. You're no longer obligated to stay, but if you choose to, that is also fine. Tonight, the consent calendar will be read by Mr. Burnett. Mr. Burnett, you're up.
Okay, thank you. So, I'd like to move the following items on the consent calendar, beginning with the Board of Estimate and Taxation. Item 6B1, resolved that a sum not to exceed $8,030 be and the same is hereby transferred from increased revenues from the state of Connecticut to the Police Department Special Services Division to cover public safety answering point PSAP training, account number 01-30-10-4181 revenue, and number 01-3010-5120 expenditure. Item 6B2, resolved that a sum not to exceed $435,489 be, and the same is hereby transferred from contingency to the Board of Education to offset reductions in state aid. Account number 01-960-5900. Under Common Council Committees, item 7A1, which is Recreation, Parks, and Cultural Affairs Committee. Item 7A1, rescind. item number 7.A.4 of the Common Council agenda of January 10, 2017, which reads as follows. Authorize the mayor, Harry W. Rilling, to enter into agreement with Water Sports Center, Inc., DBA Maritime Rowing Club, to use a portion of the parking area adjacent to the South Marina docks, as well as a portion of the lot for boat storage, temporary fence, and to use the existing dock area for launching. This will be temporary from March 31st to July 31st, 2017, due to displacement by the walk bridge. The Maritime Rowing Club will move up the Norwalk River upon completion of their permits and docks August 1st, 2017. New action authorization request. Authorize the mayor, Harry W. Rilling, to enter into agreement with Water Sports Center, Inc., DBA Maritime Rowing Club, to use a portion of the parking area adjacent to the South Marina docks, as well as a portion of the lot for boat storage, temporary fence, and to use the existing dock for launching. This will be temporary from February 1st to July 31st, 2018, due to displacement by the walk bridge. The Maritime Rowing Club will move up the Norwalk River upon completion of their permits and docks August 1st, 2018. Item 7A2, authorize the mayor, Harry W. Rilling, to enter into agreement with New England Auto Museum to use Matthews Park for a Father's Day car show to be held Sunday, June 17, 2018, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Set up to take place Sunday, June 17, 2018 at 8 a.m. with tear down no later than 12 noon on Monday, June 18, 2018. Estimated attendance, 250 to 500. Item 7A3A, authorize the mayor, Harry W. Rilling, to enter into agreement with Gordon Fine Arts for the use of 50 Washington Plaza, Washington Street, North, South Main, and surrounding streets, along with Veterans Park, parking for an arts festival to be held Saturday, August 4th, 2018, from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Sunday, August 5th, 2018, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Setup will take place at 6 a.m. Friday, August 3rd, 2018, with tear down no later than 8 p.m. Sunday, August 5th, 2018. Estimated attendance, 1,500. Item 7A3B, authorize Gordon Fine Arts to use the Showmobile for the Arts Festival to take place Saturday, August 4th, 2018, and Sunday, August 5th, 2018, on Washington Street. Set up to take place on Friday, August 3rd, 2018. Item 7A4, authorize the mayor, Harry W. Rilling, to enter into agreement with Gordon Fine Arts for the use of Matthews Park for the Norwalk Art Festival to be held Saturday, June 23rd, 2018, and Sunday, June 24th, 2018, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day. Set up to take place Friday, June 22nd, 2018 at noon, with tear down no later than 7:30 p.m. on Sunday, June 24th, 2018. Estimated attendance, 400. Item 7A5, authorize the mayor, Harry W. Rilling, to enter into agreement with Corporate Fund Run, Inc. for the use of Cranberry Park Pavilion 1 and park for a corporate fun run, Fairfield County 5K, to be held Thursday, July 26, 2018, from 5 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Set up at 10 a.m. on Thursday, July 26, 2018, with tear down no later than 10 p.m. on Thursday, July 26, 2018. Estimated attendance, 800. Rain date, August 16th, 2018. Item 7A6, authorize the mayor, Harry W. Rilling, to execute an amendment to the Norwalk Concessions LLC lease agreement with Calf Pasture Beach to provide food services at the Calf Pasture Beach Cafe Concession, aka Cafe Mew. Terms for the lease amendment shall be outlined in Ken Hughes' memo dated November 15, 2017. Item 7A7, authorize the purchasing agent issue a purchase order to Crowley Ford LLC, Lincoln and Mercury for the purchase of a 2018 Ford F-250 truck 4x2 regular cab XL for a sum not to exceed $28,480.54. Account number 0918-6030-5777-C0486. Under the Finance Committee, item 7B1, accept and approve the report of the Claims Committee dated November 9th, 2017 and December 14th, 2017. Item 7B2, for informational purposes only, narrative on tax collections dated December 14th, 2017. Item 7B3, for informational purposes only, monthly tax collectors report dated October 31st, 2017 and November 30th, 2017. Item 7B4, authorize the purchasing agent to issue purchase orders to Connect, the lowest authorized bidder, for the purchase of an upgrade to the city's data backup, archive, and restore system, including 36 months of platinum support for an amount not to exceed $40,243.41. Accounts 0916/0918-0600-5777-C0375. Budgeted IT capital project, no special appropriation required. Item 7B5, authorize the mayor, Harry W. Rilling, to execute any and all documents necessary to execute tax agreement for property taxes between the City of Norwalk, the Housing Authority of the City of Norwalk, and Trinity Washington Village Phase 2 Limited Partnership. Under the Ordinance Committee, item 7C1, approve revisions to the Arts Commission Ordinance 7A-1. Under Land Use and Building Management Committee, item 7D1A, authorize the mayor, Harry W. Rilling, to execute an agreement with Transfer Enterprises for the City Hall Community Room Improvement Project for a total not to exceed $47,000. Account number 091671005777-C0439. Item 7D1B, authorize the Office of Building Management to issue change orders on contract for a total not to exceed $4,700. And finally, item 7D2, authorize the Office of Building Management to issue change orders on Herbert Recovery Systems, LLC, contract for contaminated soil removal at Oak Hills Park for an additional allowance not to exceed $4,443. Account number 09151340 5799C0558.
Thank you, Mr. Burnett, for the very thorough reading. Would anyone like any of these items that is just read by Mr. Burnett off consent?
I would request that item 7A1 come off consent. And I apologize to Mr. Burnett for making him read it, and I didn't tell him that it should come off earlier. We were engaged in another matter, you will recall. And the reason I'd like it off consent, can we vote on the consent calendar now?
Yes. Go back to that. Okay, all in favor of the consent calendar as read, please raise your hand. Looks to be unanimous. Great. Thank you. Back to you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Kites. The item that is now before the council is an executive session. Item 6A1, I would ask for a motion to go into executive session.
Make that motion, Mr.
Mr. Kites makes that motion. All in favor? Opposed? Abstentions? We are in executive session. Thank you all for attending. You can wait if you wish and come back after executive session as we have further discussion. During executive session, no motions were made, no votes were taken. We will now bring to the table item 6A1. Mr. Corsello.
I'm going to move to table this matter indefinitely, or at least until such time as we can get some further clarification. We received information shortly prior to this meeting that, we were told that it was necessary for us to approve or give the mayor authority to execute an agreement to settle the lawsuit entitled Fenore versus Lyons. And we've since learned that not only has it been settled, but it's been paid. So it would seem to me that there's no action that we could take or no action that we should take unless other information comes to our attention, and therefore I think we should table it indefinitely.
So a motion table is not debatable. All in favor? Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries unanimously. In the absence of Mr. Ignari?
No. We have one more item.
Oh,
The Parks
Yes,
and Rec, Mr. Mayor.
With regard to Parks and Rec, the matter that was taken off the consent calendar, I'll explain the reason for that. Received a call earlier today from Corporation Counsel indicating that the new action authorization, there should be an amendment to that request to add the following language: such agreement shall be subject to Water Sports Center, Inc. procuring all appropriate approvals, including but not limited to approvals from the United States Army Corps of Engineers and the Department of Environmental Protection's Land and Water Resources Division. And and that's based upon advice from our Corporation Counsel.
right. I thought originally that was on consent. You took it off?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
Okay. So, again, item number 7A1, under new action authorization request, the motion or the item as amended by, under recommendation of Corporation Counsel and as presented by Mr. Corsello. All in favor?
The amendment.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries unanimously.
I think that was the motion to accept the amendment.
That was on the amendment.
Now we have to vote.
Yeah, okay. Now, to accept the motion as amended. All in favor?
Aye.
I'm sorry, I had a question.
Okay, a question by Mr. Hempstead.
Right, yeah. Well, no, because when we left the meeting at Parks and Rec, when this came up the other evening, they left, they were going down to the Harbor Commission to speak to them because the chairperson was there, if I remember correctly, and they were having a meeting, and I thought this group was going to go down and talk to them. We didn't hear anything back from the Harbor Commission, as far as I know.
Oh, yeah. I believe the Harbor Commission is the entity that brought the need for these approvals to the attention of Corporation Counsel. And I think that the meeting where they were going to work things out never took place. That's my understanding.
We have the chairman of the Harbor Management Commission here, if he has any.
He was there that night. Can I ask you mine?
I guess the issue, I guess for the record, I'm Tony Mobilia, chairman of the Harbor Management Commission, and I live at 47 Allen Road. The issue is that, first of all, the rowing club does have to get permits from the Army Corps and the DEP for use of that dock, because the city owns that dock, and it's in the federal anchorage channel. And the use of the dock is for private public use. And a special grant was given to the city to have that dock in the anchorage channel. So any changes to that dock has to come back before the Army Corps and the DEP. And permits would have to be issued. And then there's the formal coming back to the Harbor Commission to then see if it's consistent with the Harbor Management Plan.
So are you satisfied with the motion as amended?
I'm satisfied with the motion as amended, yes.
Mr. Livingston?
I just have a question, if I could ask you. Maybe you can respond to that gentleman's comment at the outset about this perhaps blocking navigation in the harbor. Is there, I take it you've taken this into account, or you will?
Well, that is a sensitive area there. According to the city statutes, the rowers cannot use the channels for practice. And so they've been through the harbor master, they've been allowed to use outside the channels for their practicing. Obviously, to get in and out, they would have to use the channels to get there, but their actual practicing would be out of the harbor. In that particular area, the channel narrows down quite a bit. And so there is a concern that the boats would occupy too much of that little channel as they go out. And if I knew I had to have a picture, I would have showed you the area of that part of the harbor. So there is a safety concern that we would also have to look at.
So you will be looking at that?
We will be looking at that, yes.
All right, thank you.
But we can, excuse me, we can look at it once the permits have gone to the Army Corps and the DEP, and then they forward those permits to us.
Ms. Bowman?
So I guess if there's a safety concern, then this will be basically voided. If we find out that once you do that, then this basically will not happen. So basically, my question is, who is responsible for making sure that this is safe and coordinating with them? Will that be you? Are we just giving our approval for the next steps, and then you all will be?
Right. Well,
it's actually a contract that the rowing company is going to have to enter into, wherein they agree to procure all the necessary approvals.
Mr. Hempstead?
No, I think mine was the sequential answer, which I think you addressed. You have to go Army Corps first, DEP, or simultaneously, then back to the Harbor Commission. So Harbor Commission at the end of the day doesn't sign off on it, it doesn't happen. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
That answered my question. Thank you.
Yeah, I just want everybody to have a full understanding. This item is necessitated by the walk bridge essentially displacing this rowing club. And they're asking to use the dock for a period of 6 months. And I don't know what it entails or how long it's going to be, but they wanted to start doing this on February 1st, and from my information, that's an impossibility to obtain all the necessary approvals, if they're able to obtain them at all, and I just think everybody should know the significance of this amendment, but it's the law, so I don't think we have a lot of choice.
Mr. Hempstead.
Just to go back, because we previously approved this last year.
Yes.
It may have been a year and a half ago. And did they get the necessary permits for that time period? as far as you know?
No, as far as I know, they didn't, and it did not come before the Harbor Management Commission.
Right, I remember that was...
And I don't believe they used it. I don't.
No, they didn't,
Right, it
but
wasn't necessary.
we authorized the contract.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Further discussion? All in favor as on the motion as amended? Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries unanimously. Now, Mr. Livingston. I move to adjourn. All in favor? We're adjourned.